In my last video, I let Claude clean up my Home Assistant, and it did a much better job than I expected. After that video, a lot of you asked the same question. Why Claude? Could OpenAI do this too? And what about OpenCode, which runs right inside Home Assistant? So this time I'm giving Claude, OpenAI, and OpenCode the exact same dashboard and the exact same prompt. And I'm curious which one comes up with the coolest dashboard. But first I need to set all three up, and that's actually where the first differences show up. So let's see which one gives me the dashboard I actually want to use. This is the dashboard I'm testing with. It's my states dashboard, and over time it turned into a dumping ground for pretty much everything. First up is Claude. Using the same setup from my last video, a community add-on called HA-MCP. I already walked through the full installation step by step, so if you need the details, that video is linked in the description. For the second one, I changed my plan. I was originally going to test ChatGPT through Home Assistant's official app connection, but that connection only gives access to exposed entities with no dashboard tools at all. It's not a ChatGPT limitation, it's just what the official integration offers. Testing it here wouldn't have been a test that could succeed no matter what I did. So instead, I'm giving OpenAI's own coding agent, Codex CLI, the same real toolkit Claude gets. Home Assistant MCP, so it's an actual fair fight. Let's start with the OpenAI Codex setup. First, we need to open PowerShell. Just go to search box in Windows and type PowerShell and open it. Now we need to install the Codex CLI. You just need to paste in this command. I will leave this in the description. It will take a few seconds, then you will get to this point here. Now type Y to start Codex. Press enter to sign in, log in with your OpenAI account in the browser tab that opens, then switch back to PowerShell. Now let's open a new PowerShell window. Now we install the UV. You just paste in this code. This code you'll find in the description as well. Now type Y to agree to the license terms. It will take a few seconds to finish. When it's successfully installed, just close this PowerShell window. Now we move to Home Assistant. On the bottom left, click your profile icon and then go to the Security tab. Scroll down until you find Long-Lived Access Tokens. And then you just need to create one token. And you give it a name. I'm naming it OpenAI. And then create token. And copy this token. Now you need to find your Home Assistant address. That's the URL you're logging into Home Assistant. Now open PowerShell again and follow the template on the screen. I'll link it in the description too. You just need to swap in your Home Assistant URL and replace your token part with the token you generated earlier. Now we need to open another PowerShell and just type Codex. Then wait a few seconds, maybe 1 minute, until it finishes. And then you need to run another command, /mcp. And then you should see your Home Assistant listed with its tools. Now to check if it's working, I'm going to give a command to list my Home Assistant dashboards and give me a quick summary of what entities exist in the dashboard. As you can see, it started summarizing my dashboards, so it's working. And now our third option is OpenCode. We need to go to Home Assistant, click Settings, then go to Apps, and then click Install App. On the upper right corner, click the 3 dots. Click Repositories and click Add. Here you need to paste this URL. I will leave this in the description. All the links used in today's video, I will leave them in the description. And click Add. Now we go back to the App Store and we search for OpenCode. Here it is, and then click Install. Now it's finished. Before we click Start, we have Start on Boot enabled, and we need to enable Watchdog as well. And then click Start. And I forgot about Show in Sidebar. We need to enable this one as well. Next, we need to click Open Web UI. And in the terminal, type OpenCode. And then we type /connect. For this test, I'm using Google's Gemini. Unlike Claude and OpenAI Codex, OpenCode isn't tied to one specific AI. It's more like a workspace that can plug into different AI models. That matters because the actual thing comes from whichever model I pick. OpenCode itself is more like the toolkit and the connection to Home Assistant. Let's go for Google. But for Google, we will need an API key. To be able to use Google, you will need a Google AI Studio account. And from here, you just go to API keys, and then we need to create an API key. And then create key. And then we go back to OpenCode and paste the API key. Enter and submit. We will use Gemini and we will leave it by default. Now let's check if it's actually using the Gemini model. And I'm going to ask, which model are you currently using? Gemini. Great. Now that all three are configured, let's start the test. This is my current stats dashboard, and I'm going to ask each AI to recreate it using the exact same prompt. I had to make one personalized version for each of them, so the new dashboard will have the name after the AI that created it. Claude Dashboard, OpenAI Dashboard, and OpenCode Dashboard. Other than the name, the prompt is exactly the same for all three. Let's see which one gives us the coolest and most useful dashboard. Let's start with Claude. I'm going to paste in the prompt and let it recreate the dashboard, and then we will see what it comes up. Now he found the dashboard, and let's see what it does. It's pulling the full configuration file, and it probably will take a while. I will come back and let you know exactly how long did it take. It's still going. Great, after 4.5 minutes, it's finished. Now let's check out how it looks. I'm in Home Assistant right now, and here's the Claude dashboard. It kept the dashboard clean and organized, with clear sections for whose home, power usage, heating statistics, alerts, and weather. It's a pretty solid result. I also like that it created a useful 24-hour graphs instead of just copying the original cards. And the layout works well on desktop, although there is quite a lot of empty space, and visually it feels more practical than impressive. It is clean, but not exactly a dramatic redesign. For Claude, I will give this an 8 out of 10. Next up is OpenAI. I will paste the same prompt and let's see what it creates. And it started working. I will come back when it finishes and let you know how many minutes it finished the task. OpenAI was a bit faster. It took only 2.5 minutes and it's finished. Now let's check it out in Home Assistant. We are back in Home Assistant and here is our OpenAI dashboard. And this one looks more polished. It organized everything into clear sections for safety and presence. Current power usage, heating, temperatures, and weather. I especially like the separate 24-hour graphs because they make the dashboard useful for real monitoring. It also completed the task in about 2.5 minutes, while Claude took roughly about 4.5 minutes. So OpenAI was noticeably faster. Compared with Claude, this layout uses available space better and feels more complete. For OpenAI, I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. And finally, it's time for OpenCode, which in this test is actually using Google Gemini. I'm going to paste the prompt again and let it rebuild the stats dashboard under the name OpenCode Dashboard. So let's begin. I will come back and tell you exactly how long it took. OpenCode completed the dashboard in just 1 minute and 20 seconds, making it the fastest of all three. However, speed is not everything. While it created a clean structure and grouped the main information, it skipped the request graphs and still included several unavailable entities. So OpenCode was the fastest, but the result was also the least complete. I would still give it a 6 out of 10, with OpenAI remaining the overall winner. Let me know in the comments, which dashboard did you like best? Claude, OpenAI, or OpenCode? And which one would you actually trust with your real setup? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.